In my last video, I showed you undeniable evidence that giants once walked among us, including traces found right here in Meghalaya's Garo Hills. And today we're diving even deeper. Why did they hide it? Why was the truth about giants and the genetic manipulation of humanity silenced? From the towering Nephilim of the Bible, to the Rakshasas of the Vedas, to the Anakim mentioned in hidden scrolls, the echoes of giants thunder across the ages. Giants, bones, bloodlines. The Nephilim they tried to erase from your memory. They were real, they were everywhere, and someone is still covering their tracks. Let me ask you something. Why are there so many stories of giants? Why do ancient texts, tribal legends, and even early newspapers all describe the same impossible beings? Enormous skeletons, towering heights, extra rows of teeth, red hair, elongated skulls. And why every time these bones are found, they vanish? You're about to find out why. Because tonight we're digging up more than just bones. We're unearthing a story that threatens everything: history, science, religion, and power. This is Deep Define, and this episode, this is the one they never wanted you to see. The Nephilim, the forbidden Genesis. But before we get to the bones, let's go back to the beginning. Genesis 6 verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. Let's break that down. Sons of God, the watchers. Divine beings, daughters of men, us, humans. Their children, the Nephilim. Part God, part human. Hybrids, giants. These weren't metaphors. They were real, flesh and blood. Apex predators walking the earth. Stronger, smarter, bigger than us. They built, they ruled, they devoured. The Book of Enoch, banned from the Bible, goes even deeper. 200 watchers descended on Mount Hermon. They taught humans forbidden knowledge, weapons, sorcery, astrology, metallurgy, and they created monstrous offspring, beings who consumed everything, even us. God's solution? A flood, a reset, a purge. But the big question remains: where did the bodies go? Buried, found, silenced. Now let's talk about physical evidence, because it exists, or at least it did. North America's giant problem. From the 1800s to early 1900s, newspapers across the US were filled with reports of giant skeletons being uncovered. Ohio, West Virginia, Illinois, Wisconsin. Skeletons 7 to 12 feet tall, double rows of teeth, extra digits, massive skulls. Some were buried with copper jewelry, stone tablets covered in unknown symbols, even armor. These weren't fringe reports. The New York Times published them. Scientific American covered them. The public believed them. Then came the Smithsonian. They showed up, took the bones, and never returned them. No museum displays, no scientific papers, no trace. Gone. In 2014, a whistleblower lawsuit claimed the Smithsonian destroyed thousands of giant skeletons in the early 1900s. Why? To protect the Darwinian model, evolution theory, to suppress anything that pointed to divine hybrid beings once walking this earth. The Smithsonian denied everything, but internal memos, letters, and field agent logs tell a different story. And you have to ask yourself, why would an institute created to preserve history be the one erasing Lovelock Cave, Nevada, the cannibal giants of the desert? Early 1900s, guano miners stumbled upon a sealed cave. Inside, over 60 human skeletons, many over 9 feet tall, some with red hair, some mummified. Weapons, baskets, tools like nothing else in the region. The Paiute tribe had always warned about these beings. The Sitika, red-haired, aggressive, cannibalistic giants. Their ancestors trapped the last of them inside that cave and burned them alive. The Smithsonian stepped in again. The bones disappeared. The Kandahar giant modern military cover-up. 2002, Afghanistan. An elite US Special Forces unit goes silent in a remote mountain region. Another team is sent in. They find their comrades torn apart. Then it appears, a 15-foot red-haired humanoid, 6 fingers, 6 toes, wielding a massive spear. It kills a soldier before being taken down by heavy gunfire. Its body is airlifted, scrubbed from the records. But too many soldiers spoke out, and their stories matched. Yet officially, it never happened. The bloodline theory. Where did they go? What if the Nephilim never truly died out? What if their hybrid bloodlines survived, hidden within royal families, secret societies, ancient priesthoods? Look at the clues: Rh-negative blood, unusual height, elongated skulls. Think Egyptian royalty, think divine right of kings, bloodline obsession, intermarriage, sacred lineage. The Vatican, the British Crown, the pharaohs of Egypt, the priesthoods of Babylon. What if they're all descendants of the Nephilim? Why are they still hiding the bones? Because if the giants were real, then the Book of Enoch was right. Then Genesis 6 wasn't a metaphor. Then humanity's origins were manipulated by non-human intelligences. And that would share everything: religion, science, government, power. The systems we trust were built on a lie, a cover-up passed down through generations. And the keepers of that lie, they've silenced the legends, destroyed the bones, laughed off the giants as fairy tales. But the earth still holds their remains, and their bloodlines still walk among us. This isn't just history, it's a war, not between nations, but between species. They came down, they ruled, they fell. But they didn't all die. Some were buried, some were bred, and some became gods. This is deep define. And the giants, they were never gone, they were just covered up. And now we dig them up. Join me in this internal war for truth. Subscribe to my channel for more hidden knowledge, forbidden history, and raw reality they don't want you to see. This is Deep Define, and we're just getting started.